Down and choppy markets and uncertainty is often where the strongest players gain. They gain market share, they gain advantage, and they try to move, especially if they're well funded, they move aggressively. So the good news is a negative or a weaker market will often shake out some of the noise, the weaker competitors, and it's a time where you can invest in market share gain if you're profitable and or have strong resources behind you. Weaker competitors also get weeded out or acquired and their talent leaves. So often after an acquisition, there's a lockup for a few of the people, but most of the people there isn't. So when a company gets acquired, the attrition tends to be severe. So even good competitors of yours, more of them are going to get acquired during this period. A lot of the great talent is going to leave, and some of that great talent could be available to you. This is an opportunity now to have access to more people, or if a company's not as strong, you might have an access through an executive search firm that somebody may think of jumping ship to a stronger company like yours. The potential negatives are the equity markets have dried up. If you're trying to raise new capital sometime in the next 6 to 12 months, you probably need to rethink your strategy. Unless your existing investors are there for you and have deep well and ready to go. I've found that these pauses tend to happen during periods of uncertainty, and then people, investors are paid to invest. That's what their job is, and that's what their limiteds want them to do. So I find historically there can be often a 3 to 6 month window where things kind of almost freeze and almost no deals get done. And some deals are still getting done, but far less. Debt financing markets are still strong, so that can be a positive. And although a lot of times they're the next ones to pull back. There can also be the potential negative in some areas of reduced consumer demand. If you're marketing to people at the lower end of the income spectrum, with the inflation we've had, which is unprecedented in almost 45 years, that's going to retract demand. What I find in the people that are marketing to, say, the Whole Foods shopper and that level of buyer and above, they tend to actually buy as much or more, especially of supplements and other products that are going to help them weather the increased stress. The other potential negative is as you conserve cash flow, most companies pull back and are able to invest less in innovation and longer term objectives. So it's profit versus growth. And right now, most companies and most investors want to see their companies, if they're not profitable, get to positive cash flow as soon as possible.